Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I have not done this video in like a year or more, so let's get right into the list. So the criteria for this is it needs to be very good overall, and also we're taking into account all types of gear minus pet gems, pets, and then runes. Those will not be included in this video. Anyways, let's get into the number 10 spot, and of course this is only my opinion, everything is up for debate. So at number 10 I have the Shadow Curse Aura. Now you might be a little confused, like why do you have the Shadow Curse Aura on here? The numbers it gives aren't that high, and also of course the Hardcore EOT Aura is tied for this position as well because they give the same stats. I just only have the Shadow Curse Aura. Anyways, the reason why I have this at number 10 is because it's by far the best aura in the game, and technically you can use this at any level, but the reason why it's at number 10 is for the fact that it is the best aura in the game. 1500 attack and then 10 to every other stat. So in my opinion, it's very deserving of the top 10. Of course, numbers wise, there is 1,000 things in this game better than it, but in terms of the aura slot itself, it is by far the best one in it. So at number 9, I have a very new weapon known as Shadow Link. So the Shadow Link is a level 1300 weapon that does 3 million damage. So the reason why this is number 9 is very simple. It greatly increases your damage overall, and plus it is nowhere near as hard to get as the other weapons that will be on this list later. So that's why it's deserving of the number 9 spot. It greatly increases your stats the second you start using it. Now, of course, it doesn't give anything but damage, but still, it is an incredibly effective weapon, and it really boosts your overall offensive capabilities. So let's get into number 8. At number 8, I have the Cape of Pressure. So this is a hardcore armor drop from Emperor of Time. Its level requirement is 1300. It gives 605,000 attack, no crit, 10 speed, 40 defense, and 775,000 HP. So this is a very well-rounded armor piece. It gives tons of damage, great speed, and a ton of HP. Very deserving of the number 8 spot. So at number 7, I have the Gauntlet of Anticipation. So this is an incredibly powerful ring. Its level is 1300 plus. It gives 750,000 attack, 10 crit, 1 speed, no defense, and 750,000 HP. So this is a incredibly well-rounded ring that comes from hardcore Emperor of Time. You really can't go wrong with this. There is a couple of somewhat better options out there, but still, this is a great offense ring. Its main lacking point is the fact that it gives no speed. If it gave even more speed, this could possibly place higher on the list. But in my opinion, number 7 is a very fair place. At number 6, I place the True Neutral. So True Neutral is level 1300. It gives 200,000 attack, 10 crit, minus 9 speed, 65 defense, and 2.2 million HP, and it is an armor piece. So the reason why it is number 6 and not any higher is because it is mainly only used for supportive roles or the soul room. So it is a little bit more selective when it comes to what gear loadouts and what strategies you can actually use with True Neutral. If it was a little bit more friendly to every gear strategy in the game, I would place it even higher. But in my opinion, number 6 is a very fair spot just due to the fact that it is very powerful, yes, but there is better options out there for more well-rounded stats because it does subtract speed, it doesn't give amazing attack, but of course at HP you cannot ignore 2.2 million is outstanding. At number 5, we have the other new crafted armor known as the Armor of Otherworldly Power. So this is level 1300 plus. It gives 999,999 attack, 15 crit, 15 speed, 30 defense, and 700,000 HP. My opinion, this is pretty much the best overall armor piece in the entire game. It is so well rounded with crit, speed, HP, and attack. It is basically a better version of the Cape of Pressure. That is why it is higher, and in my opinion it is a little bit more useful than the True Neutral armor because you can use this with every strategy in the game. Now of course with Soul Rune and defense strategies the other armor is better, but the Armor of Otherworldly Power still gives 30 defense and still gives 700,000 HP, so by no means is it bad defensive wise. At number 4, I might have somewhat of a weird spot for you guys, but it is gonna be the Infinity. So this used to be the best weapon in the game. It gives 3,750,000 damage. Now the reason why I have it higher than anything else in the list so far is because it is such a substantial damage increase when you put it on. It is 750,000 more damage than the last weapon on this list so far, and really as soon as you get that, your damage output is gonna increase a ton. It makes you do way more damage. It's a bigger increase than the otherworldly armor, cape of pressure, gauntlet, and things like that, and it just really makes your stats explode. It used to be the best weapon in the game. It was the best weapon in the game for a very long time, but with me saying that, you probably are starting to get the hint that there is going to be a better weapon later on this list. At number 3, I have the Released Energy of Space. This is a ring for level 1300. It gives 423,561 attack, 5 crit, 5 speed, no defense, and 2 million HP. So the reason why I have this at number 4 is because it got buffed with that 2 million HP and is incredibly useful. So you might be thinking, well, Shasko, it seems like it's almost like a worse version of the otherworldly armor or the worst version of True Neutral. In my opinion, this is definitely better than Infinity because you aren't losing any speed, you get mad HP, you get good attack, you get okay crit, and in reality, you can still use this ring with any gear setup in the game because you get so much HP. So if you want to do a tanky setup without using True Neutral, you can use this thing instead and still combo it with like the otherworldly armor and do just fine. Plus, with the Soul Rune, this thing absolutely shreds, but unlike the True Neutral armor, this thing isn't only used for Soul Rune strategies. So at number 2, I have the Binded Energy of Time. This is by far the best necklace in the game. It's level 1300 plus, 1,521,000 attack, 15 crit, 5 speed, and then 1,355,000 HP. You cannot go wrong with this. You literally use this necklace in every single gear setup in the game. Defense setup, you use it. Offense setup, you use it. Soul Rune, you use it. It is so well-rounded, it is almost overpowered. The sheer fact it gives 1 million attack plus and over 1 million HP at the same time, and crit, and you don't lose speed, it is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. And it is so deserving of the number 2 spot. I'm sure with your guys' personal list, which I would love to see down below, I'm sure most of you guys have this at least in the top 3. It is by far very deserving of the number 2 spot in my opinion, and is only beat by one piece of gear in this entire game. The best overall item in this whole game, I really don't think anyone's gonna disagree with this, is the Soulless. Its level requirement is 1,301 plus. It does 5,005,000 damage. This is by far the best piece of gear in the whole game. It gives you a massive damage increase when you put it on. It is incredibly difficult to craft because you need the godly weapon drop from most of the raids in the game to make it, but it is easily the best weapon in the game. There's no debate. It's the best piece of gear. It is literally over 1 million damage better than Infinity. It is such a drastic damage increase when you put this thing on. There's really no debate in my opinion. I'm pretty sure most of you guys will agree Soulless is the best overall piece of gear in this entire game. At least the best weapon in the game by far. And really, pretty much everybody should go for this thing. It is very hard to make, but it is just so overpowered and it makes your damage output so much higher. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 video going over what I think are the 10 best pieces of gear within RPG Simulator. Let me know down below your guys' list. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!